Hey guys, Dan Wildcard again with another topic in my audio series. As with the audio before, I had a really informal call with my intern, and he's made some really big gains. The one beforehand was how do I date multiple girls after having sex with them, and the other one is how do I date more attractive girls. So when he said more attractive girls, he was talking really the nines, tens of the world, kind of the eights as well. And first things first is everyone's nines and tens are different. Some guys even go out on the edge of saying no, a 10 doesn't exist because there's always gonna be that flaw with a girl, which is that's normal. Everyone's human, but you get the point. It's the 5% of the population where you see them walk by and you go, oh God, right? Like that girl is stunning. So I just gave him a few just real quick tips on how to date more attractive girls. You guys can definitely do your own research on this, and if you've got any things that you found that helped you, leave them in the comments below, and maybe we'll add them to another audio topic soon. First things first, if you're going for eights, nines, tens, really get a solid crew of girls that you're dating beforehand. So I usually have one or two average girls that you're dating around. This reduces the pressure for you to it doesn't feel like you need this girl to be dating someone. You feels like you can already date someone. Now we're just upping the scale. Two, make an effort of talking to hotter girls. I live in LA. I go out in Hollywood a fair bit, downtown, West Side, and I see these groups of guys that just sit around and they just talk about hitting on girls all night and they never do anything. Versus there's these guys going out. There'll be 2 or 3 of them in a group and they're actually talking to the hot girls. Who's going to go home with them or go home with numbers at the end of the night, right? So another thing, Tinder and online dating is not your friend. I'm sure there's guys that will argue against this. I'm sure there's guys that get 9s and 10s from Tinder. In my opinion, they're not really on there as much, and you're going to have to be a physical specimen, really tall, really cut to even get the likes on online dating and Tinder. Also, you got to think, this is funny. If you guys are dating any girls right now and she's got Tinder, have her flick through Tinder on her phone. Even a average to pretty attractive girl is just going to get, just every time she swipes right on a guy, it's a like. So think with that, you got to cut through the chatter with that. So I just shot you guys down on online dating, but hey, I've got a solution. It's called Day Game. Day Game is completely your friend with dating, 8s, 9s, 10s. It's the girls are less on guard. They're not in that mindset. A girl's reality especially when she's 22, 23, 24, and she's model or an up-and-coming actress, just or she's a hostess of some kind. She's basically paid for her looks. They can get a really crazy ego about them that tends to settle down as they get a little bit older because they realize it's not that they've gotten a little older, and then these other crop of young girls have come up. But they can get a bit of an attitude about them, and it's accentuated in a nightclub. In day game, it's they're not really on guard, and a lot of you guys that get into this are generally really high achievers, are generally smart, analytical guys, and have a lot going on outside of this. You're working on self-improvement. Most of you guys are in generally really good shape, and have really good business interests, things like that. So you're going to be able to convey those across a lot better in day game than you are in night game. Now, night game's totally still an option, and it's better than online game. So if we're going in order of first, second, third, it's day game, night game, online game. And we'll add in the social circle part into this a little bit later, because that's another subject I'll talk to you guys about. To get 8s, 9s, 10s, you have to be an 8, 9, or 10. Now, this doesn't mean you have to be 6'4" with a six pack and making millions of dollars on all these things. It means have a good career. So that either means you're making money or you're working on making money. And it's not even the money thing. It's that drive. It's focusing on your career. It's wanting to be more successful. Don't take away from this that you need to be rich. You do not need to be rich. You need to have this drive, that passion to do better. It helps to be in shape. If you guys are, 20, 30, 40 pounds overweight, and and also your thin slice is going to matter. If you're dressing like crap and you're 20, 30 pounds overweight, but you're going for the girl that weighs a $120 soaking wet, and she dresses to the nines, it's probably time to hit the gym and probably time to start dressing a little bit better. If you've got all these good qualities and you've got good game, those are going to be the areas where you can get the most improvement. This is a huge point. Actually give it a good effort. I see a lot of guys, a lot of these you'll get these groups of pickup guys, and they'll just be sitting in clubs in little circles, and they'll be talking to the average girls or the drunk girls, just trying to get laid that night, which is fine. And then a hot girl will come up, and they'll all look at each other, and they'll all look all panicked. And then one guy will come up, and he'll just, instead of like actually giving it an effort, he'll say some cheesy line or just kind of be joking because he's really nervous about it, and he'll get blown out. But he's like, "Oh, at least I did it," right? But he didn't really do it. He didn't really put in a good hard effort. So I'll give you some at the end of this little audio clip. I'll give you some points on how to get over that.
That's the end of the first part. The next part should be posted next week. In the meantime, follow Dan on Twitter and Facebook, which will be in the description, and check him out on his blog. Thanks, guys. Bye.